Hey there, welcome to this video. From this video, we are going to start with a new model called as strings. Now, this model is very important from the placement perspective. Now, this is important because in strings, there are so many interview questions you will find on the internet. So, string model is one of the popular topic for the interviewers, and that's the reason this model is going to be very important for the placement preparation. So you're going to find many questions whenever you will go to your interviews. You will find many questions being asked from this model. Okay, so focus very carefully on this model, and you have to crack this model. Okay, you have to learn this model properly so that you can answer all the questions which are being asked on this model. So with this motivation, let's quickly get started with the strings. Now, before directly jumping into the strings, let me first tell you about one data type that we have discussed earlier, which is called as character data type. Let's quickly revise what is a character data type in C++. See, whenever we have some character, for example, small a is a character. So in C++, what we do is we represent a character or character constant by enclosing it in single quotes. So we call this as a character constant. Character constant. Okay, so for example, small a is one character. Let's say small c is another character. Let's say @ is one character. We also have some special characters. Okay, for example, /n. We have seen this. /n is a special character which is also called as new line character. Then we also have one character which is called as /0. I have actually kind of mentioned about this. This is called as a null character. Again, this is a special character. So this is how we represent characters in C++. We enclose the characters in single quote and then it becomes character constant. So all these things that I have written on the whiteboard, you can see over here. This is /0, then @, then this c, and then this small a. All these represents a character constant when they are enclosed in single quotes. Okay, so whenever you have to deal with a single character, for example, you can see over here, so in that case you can make use of the character data type. But in most of the cases, what happens is, in most of the cases we need to deal with multiple characters, or I'll say sequence of characters. So for example, let's say I want to store a data of this type. Let's say I want to store name of someone. Let's say Rushikesh. Let's say this is the name and I want to store this name in the memory. Now in this case, character constants or characters are not going to help us, or character data type is not going to help us, because character data type is responsible for storing a single character. Now in this case, you can see we have multiple characters. This R is one character, this U is another character. So if you want to store something like this, then if you want to use character data type for storage of this, then you will need to create multiple character variables. Okay, and every character variable will store one character. This is not a good approach, right? So we need some mechanism for storing data of this type, and the mechanism for storing data of this type is called as strings. Okay, so in C++ we have a special data type called as strings, and we are going to discuss about this exact data type in this model. Now we have already discussed about one interesting topic called as arrays in the previous model, and in that topic we have discussed that how we can use character arrays to store sequence of characters. So we are also going to continue that discussion in this model. So always remember, whenever you have sequence of character, then it is going to be called as strings in C++. Okay, so string is what? String is nothing but sequence of character. Now always remember, whenever you want to represent a character in C++, you enclose it in single quote. Similarly, whenever you want to, or whenever you have to represent a string in C++, you have to enclose it in double quotes. This is very essential. Okay, so always remember, strings will be enclosed in double quotes and character will be enclosed in single quote. Okay, so if you write something like this, small a in single quote, then this is a character constant. But if you write something like this, small a in double quotes, then it is a string constant. Okay, so I hope you are clear with this point. In order to represent a string, we enclose sequence of character, or it can be a single character. We have to enclose it in double quotes, and whenever you have to represent a character constant, you just have to enclose it in single quotes. So that's it for this video. We'll continue the discussion in upcoming videos.